fortnight ní 19th July 2024, 11:28 p.m. local time from London. I say good morning, good evening, and good afternoon. Yoruba Nation, ọ̀nà àbáyọ kan tó wúlò fún gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá, but subject to whether ọmọ Yorùbá fẹ́ or not. Ẹ bá wa pín ètò wa àtúwọlé, and we are just prepping and preparing the ground. So while we are doing that, let us just play some of our few intros láti fi prepare program ti ìrọ̀lẹ́ depending on time. Ẹ̀gbọ́n mi Ṣẹ́gun ọ̀nà báwo ni iṣẹ́ lénìí? Mo kí gbogbo wa pé a tún káàbọ̀ sí ìkànnì wa lórí Yoruba Nation. We went all around the Yoruba towns and cities, villages, without bloodshed. Nígbà tá ń polongo Yoruba Nation fáwọn èèyàn. But ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ọmọ Yorùbá ní election làwọn fẹ́. Wọ́n ti gbàgbé pé kò sí nǹkan kan tó ń jẹ́ election ní Nàìjíríà. It is all about selection. So eventually, just reason. Koiki la gbóyè fún kíkú má bayé rẹ̀ jẹ́. Ẹ ṣé gan ni brother mi. Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin bàbá mi, ẹ̀yin ìyá wa tẹ́ ṣe ń wọlé. Okay, I've been so busy. Mi ṣe wọlé ni. I went to, pay a visit to my mom after a beautiful trip to Benin Republic. She's back to London. Adúpẹ́ f'Ọlọ́run tó bá wa ṣọ́ wọn lọ tó ṣọ́ wọn padà. So I've been very busy. But I'm sure there's so much that have been discussed there. But Emma, the platform too, we do not want to be distracted, because distraction kò ní gbé wa lọ síbi tá ń lọ. So I want any time here. So mo kí gbogbo wa bẹ́ ṣe ń wọlé mi náà pín ètò yẹn síbi tó yẹ kó lọ. So ẹ̀yin náà bá mi pín, because the more people tó bá ń darapọ̀ mọ́ wa, the better. So let's just play more intros. Ká tó máa tẹ̀síwájú.
The cost of fuel has gone up. Food and other prices have followed it. Households and businesses struggling. Things seem anxious and uncertain. I understand the hardship you face. I wish there were other ways, but there's not.
Tinubu, kí ló máa ṣẹlẹ̀ báyìí? There's hunger in the land. There's so much hunger in the land. Many people are now saying, ṣé bí gbogbo ẹ̀ ṣe máa lọ lélẹ̀? I don't know. But we hope that many of us will wake up before it is too late lórí ọ̀rọ̀ Nàìjíríà, because kò sí nǹkan tẹ́ lè ṣe sí ọ̀rọ̀ Nàìjíríà. Mo ń bọ̀ kù díẹ̀.
Koikimedia, we bring in the word closer to your doorstep.
Ẹ bá wa pín program yìí, àwa náà pín lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ ni. Share the program and good evening. Mo kí Mr. Jamiu Laba.
Koikimedia, we bring in the word closer to your doorstep. Koikimedia, 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 we bring in the word closer to your doorstep. I was a la baida, I want no last ìgbéde lárugẹ nílẹ̀ ojú ẹ̀ o àwa gangan ni bàbá. Koikimedia, Koikimedia, Koikimedia. We bringing the world closer to your doorstep. They never sabi wetin we carry for her, but we dey move closer before they go sabi. I said they never know wetin we carry for body, but we dey move closer before they go sabi. Ọ̀gbìn lọ́lọ́jà ẹyẹ ni ń lolo lájú. Ẹyẹ tó dorí bodò bí àdó ọgbẹ́jẹ lẹ́nu. Ká ṣiṣẹ́ fún ilẹ̀ bàbá wa, ká ṣiṣẹ́ fún ìlú bàbá wa. Kájúmọ́ sowọ́pọ̀ ká lè gbódúdú àga. Òdúdú àgùnbá lè gbé wá. Ọmọ òdúdú á ṣe kéré. Ẹ dìde fún ẹ̀tọ́ adúláwọ̀. Ká lè jọ jùmọ̀ gbé. Ilẹ̀ ilé rí.
Thank you, Michelle Kabosoreto. Ugu, watching all the way from US. Thank you so much for joining us.
Àwa ni ìmọ̀lẹ̀ tí ó tàn káàkiri pé ọmọ Odùduwà ni wá. Koikimedia, àwa là ń gbétò lárugẹ. Ètò tó gbójú owó tí wà máa ní.
Self-determination. Kí ló ń pè bẹ́ẹ̀?
Ẹgbẹ́ polówó ọjà wà kájé gbúgbà yín jẹ. Ètò tó gbójú owó.
Ọlákúnlé Michelle Kabosoreto.
À ń gbétò lárugẹ, à ń gbàtà lárugẹ.
Our own Olakunle.
And sports,
Mo kí bàbá wa Ọlọ́run dáre, ó ní let's go there. Azeez Mákànmí, mo kí brother mi. Má bá ṣe ẹ lọ, ọmọ Yorùbá nìyẹn, ọmọ Yorùbá àtàtà o. À ń gbádùn rẹ, ọmọ Ìjẹ̀bú ẹlẹ́rẹ̀ mi, ṣẹ́yìn ló máa fi dìbò ọ̀tẹ̀ mọ́lẹ̀ o. Ẹ̀yin lọmọ níbo máa dé. Ẹ̀yin lọmọ níbo máa wọ̀. Mo ní 50 pounds náà lọ́wọ́ mi nígbà. Àjèjì tó bá wọ ọbẹ̀. Mo kí ẹ easy ní gbogbo Miami. Mo kí bàbá wa ẹ̀yin ìyá mi. Bàbá àgbọ̀ lè ṣe àbọ̀tì. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni. Good evening and welcome, Self-Determination. Thank you so much, Ugulis. All hail Diaspora, all hail Diaspora. Rahim Abbas. We will get there in Jesus' name. It's just a matter of time. Let's start the mixer live. Mr. Lamile Concept, shout out to you. Gbogbo Lagos Island, Peter Pan, how you doing, my brother? Oluwaseyi, ìyá mi, Ìyábọ̀ Olúbù mi, mo ti sport mi. Afẹ́fẹ́ tó ń fẹ́ tó ń kan jòkó lára ni. Àgbèrègbèdè Olódùmarè ló fún wa ṣe. Peter Pan, Mr. Perryton. Good evening and welcome everybody. Shout out to those of you on our Twitter. We are not live on Twitter space. Mr. Stephen Lawal, thank you so much, sir. Omar, it's been very busy as usual. Madam Bali, Mama Dada. We are all in this together. We are all in this together. Àtẹ̀yìntẹ̀ wà Nàìjíríà, mo sọ fún ẹ̀yin gbọ́ngàn lẹ́ ń ṣiṣẹ́ jù. Koikimedia is around to give us latest. Ọlámilé Concept, shout out to you. Ètò tó gbójú owó. Let me first appreciate our mothers that have stood with us on this beautiful journey. Mo lọ bẹ́ẹ̀ mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin màmá. Ìjáyà ẹ̀gbọ́n mi dáadáa. Ìyàwó mi máa ń like voice Ìjáyà tí bá ti ń play bá. A níṣẹ́ ẹ̀gbọ́n yẹn nìyẹn mo ní òun nìyẹn ohun yẹn nìyẹn. After a couple of weeks in Benin Republic, it's good to have my mom back in London with me. Adúpẹ́ fún wọn pé wọ́n lọ, wọ́n dé láyọ̀ àtàlàfíà. Ọba tó bá wa fìṣọ́ ẹ̀ṣọ́ wọn lọ sí Benin ló bá mi fìṣọ́ ẹ̀ṣọ́ wọn padà. Kò sí ìrìn àjò tó kéré. So we are grateful that my mom returned back to her base. This is where she has lived. Moke Alaja Ara Queen. Yoruba Nation. Táwa ń ṣe kò ń ṣorí social media. I keep telling you. Alaja Queen just came back as well. I won't tell you where from, but she was not in London up to some 3 weeks ago. People are going in and out between Benin and Nigeria because ìlú méjèèjì yẹn láti operate nísìn. So as many of you might think that some of us just sit on the social media, I might not have traveled, but at least I am always up to date. Mo dẹ̀ dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́, mo ní kò sí nǹkan tí bá fẹ́ tí. So few things that I got back, even though I am far away from home, but they don't want me to miss home. Even though pé kò sí party kankan tí mo lọ, but lọ́la màá wọ̀. Kẹ́yìn náà bá wá ní interest, àpolówó ọjà. This one is special for me. Ọjọ́ bá mi gbèdé ni. Kò sí party tí mò ń lọ because kò sẹ́ni kankan tó fẹ́ invite me sí party kankan tí mò ń lọ. Because I'm very, very sensitive. Ìyá mi Grace Olúṣòótọ́ mo kí yín. So bẹ́ẹ̀ bá pè mí sí party, I won't come. Yoruba Nation tí mo gbé dání, òun ni party tèmi. So as you can see, tẹ́ bá wà lábúrò tẹ́yìn náà bá fẹ́ ló bá dọ̀la, àwọ̀ kan fún yín lọ́la. Ṣe like ẹ̀. Mo ní kò sí tí mo bá fẹ́ ní Nàìjíríà tí kò ní wá bá mi ní London. Let me appreciate my mom for being there and saying yes. Mo fẹ́ kí ìwọ lọ sílé, jẹ́ kémi lọ. Gbogbo ohun tó bá fi jẹ́ kí n lọ sọ fólóyè, tẹ́ fi sọ lórí phone, èmi á lọ bẹ́ẹ̀ deliver. And that is the beauty of having a mother that believes in the movement. Kò wá ń ṣe mọ́ sí mi nìkan. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin ìyá tí ẹ ràgàbò wá pé ká má bàa ṣubú lọ́nà. Mo kí gbogbo àwọn NASFAT, mo kí gbogbo Mùsùlùmí tó ń bẹ ní UK. Even if they disagree with Yoruba Nation, ọmọ Yorùbá ni wọ́n, tó bá yá ayé wọn jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. But mo mọ̀ pé gbogbo wọn ló nífẹ̀ẹ́ sí ìran Yorùbá, but wọ́n ṣe ń wò bóyá ó lè bọ́ sí, kò lè bọ́ sí, ní kò jẹ́ kó darapọ̀ mọ́ wa. Ẹ darapọ̀ mọ́ wa. Ẹ darapọ̀. So mo dúpẹ́ fún mọ̀mísí mi pé wọ́n lọ, wọ́n bọ̀, wọ́n bọ́mọ jẹ́. So wọ́n bá mi máa hàn kúlíkúlí àti gùrúdìbọ̀. Wọ́n kàn ní nǹkan tí wọ́n gan ní Benin gan, nǹkan tí wọ́n reporter mi kan ní Benin. Ẹ má bínú pé a lè dé, but I think Masbi is doing a great job for us on the ground. One of my freelance reporter, ó wá pè mí ó ní bàbá, mo ń lọ sí Benin, but 1,000 naira Nigeria, and if I'm wrong, please, I'm a play anthem nísìn. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń wọlé mo kí Mr. Bọ́lájí Káyọ̀dé Ọláwuyì, mo kí ìyá wa bàbá wa Déọlá ọmọọba Erin Joby Julius, Mr. Bamidele on Instagram. October, Olóyè ń bọ̀ ní UK. Official announcement will come from the Yoruba World Media. Àwọn ni wọ́n represent Yoruba under the leadership of Dr. Zabi. Adeni, the home-based media, tó jẹ́ Bàbá Lẹ́kìtì. I always say that our táwa abroad, we shouldn't feel as if àwa la máa control tó wà nílé. Abroad is nothing if Nigeria was working. Most people had privilege to be in abroad, but wọ́n wá nítorí pé as at the time Nigeria was a great place to be. So why tó ṣe fẹ́ wá jókòó sí abroad? So ẹ máa wo àwọn tó wà nílé ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà labroad bí ìgbà tí àwọn tó wà nílé ẹ jù wọ́n lọ àbí torí a jọ wà ní European country àbí Asia àwa ń fi ìpá àwọn tó wà nílé we can bring them down, we can talk to them anyhow, or we can make them feel as if they are nothing. I always say that on this platform. Àwọn tó wà nílé orí wọn pé ju púpọ̀ náà àwa tá wà labroad lọ. Àwọn tó wà nílé orí wọn pé ju àwa tó wà labroad lọ. So, and àwa tá wà labroad, I can try láti make sure pé we balance the discussion, especially on different matters, even before Yoruba Nation and even in the Yoruba Nation. So, ẹni tó bá máa ń tẹ̀mí ẹ̀, mo fẹ́ play, mo fẹ́ kà lórí ni. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ yín ò mọ̀ lórí, but tá bá gbórin Wàsíù sí nísìn, àti Òbésèrè, àti Màláíkà, àtàwẹ́wẹ́. Mo tẹ̀ rí Davido tó náwó fún ṣé Màláíkà ní Ọ̀ṣun State. OBO, babalówó, ọmọ babalówó. Mo kí gbogbo apá káàbọ̀ sórí ìkànnì wa. So, iṣẹ́ wa fúnlẹ̀ wa, forílẹ̀ ibi wa, kàgbéga, kàgbéga, kàgbéga fàlérí. Ìgbàgbọ́ wa ni pé bá ti bẹ̀rù làbọ̀ mọ́ ká ṣiṣẹ́ ká ṣiṣẹ́ ká jọlá ìṣọ̀kan àtòmìnira ní kẹjẹ́ ká máa lépa ìtẹ̀síwájú fọ̀pọ̀ ire àtòhun tó dára ọmọ Oòduà dìde bọ́ sípò ẹ̀tọ́ rẹ ìwọ ni ìmọ́lẹ̀ ògo adúláwọ̀. Àwa ni ìmọ́lẹ̀ ògo adúláwọ̀. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà nílé, it doesn't matter whether it is your family member or whether it is your friend, your colleagues, or whoever. Don't let them bring you down because they live in abroad. Ẹ má kẹ́ni kankan. Mo máa dá yín lóhùn mọ́mì mi Jọkẹ́ Bọ́dúnrìn. Ó ti béèrè question and I'll respond to that question in a minute. Ìyá mi Beauty àmọ̀ pé mo kí yín. If anybody tó wà labroad níjọ́ tó bá ti ń sọ fún yín pé àwọn jù yín lọ, that person is a threat to you. So mo bẹ̀ wá. Abroad is just abroad. Look, in talking pẹ̀lú abroad, òun lélẹ̀, owó yìí, àti many other things. If Nigeria was working as it's meant to be, many of us would not even be here today. So, ẹ̀jẹ̀ tó ń ràn lára yín nílé ló ń ràn lára tiwa. But the only difference now is that many of you at home are not comfortable, which is not your own choice. Ẹ̀yin kọ́ ni ẹ fẹ́ jẹ́ kẹ́ wà comfortable. Ẹni tó lówó gan Nàìjíríà kò wà comfortable. Kàmá ti sọ tó ní. And that is not to do with us. It has to do with the policies and the history that Britain created. Britain ló create gbogbo nonsense yìí. And Nigeria was not created by God. It was created, is a man-made. Kódà bí bàbá Akíntóyè ṣe sọ, professor, the grand commander of Yoruba, wọ́n ní nígbà tó fẹ́ join ní amalgamation yẹn, there were some people that opposed to it. But àwọn olóṣèlú ń jayé lọ nísìn. Ẹni tó wà ní diaspora á fi pé ìtòrò òun fúnyàn lówó àbí torí pé òun wà labroad. Ẹ lè sọ̀rọ̀ sí anybody. You can attack people abroad from home. And that has always been a problem between the diaspora and àwọn tó wà nílé. Mo kí ẹ must be àbúrò mi dáadáa. Grandma ti padà sí London. My mom is back. And I've just gone to see her after a couple of weeks away from London. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n kọ́kọ́ respond sí nǹkan tí mọ́mí wa tó béèrè. And on this platform, we try to keep it focused. We don't try to get distracted. Because the purpose of distraction òun ni kó má jẹ́ ká máa focus lórí ibi tá à ń lọ gangan. So in a movement, wọ́n máa ti oríṣiríṣi bọ̀. Irú àwọn bàbá Born Bastard, Ayílóge, and the rest of them, Adéníran, and kódà mọ́mí mi kan pè mí láti Newcastle, wọ́n ní káyé máa dárúkọ Dúpẹ́ ká fún lórúkọ kan, orúkọ ẹni ká máa dá. No, tá a bá dárúkọ ẹ̀ kò ní make any difference. Wọ́n náà wà là ń fún ní recommendation and all that. Kò wá ń ṣàwọn nìkan. Àwọn tá kò dárúkọ yẹn torí pé a close mọ́ wọn during this movement. Ọ̀ṣọ́bà, gbogbo àwọn politicians were past and present. People that do not want Yoruba people to be free. So we are dealing with multiple people, and including foreigners, and including àwọn ẹ̀yà míì, àwọn Ìgbò kan wà nísìn, gbogbo tí wọ́n ní pé bó ṣe máa dalẹ̀ Yorùbá rú ló ń fẹ́. Àwọn Haúsá wà, Fúlàní wà, Ìjọ wà. So it's the multiple faces, and even internally láàrin ara wa. And we have Yoruba people that disagree pẹ̀lú gbogbo rubbish lọ́kàn tí wọ́n àbí tí wọ́n ní rubbish ní gbogbo tá a gbé dání. So I don't want us to be distracted. Mo kí brother mi, Shalom. So what we need to be doing is to we keep our eyes on the ball. But àwọn kan like ibi tí ìjọ̀gbọ̀n bá wà. Mo wà lórí program kan tí a dẹ̀ ti wà náwó alẹ́, so but a ṣe máa keep it clean. Lórí program tó ti máa ń sọ̀rọ̀ okó àtòbò, gbogbo ilẹ̀ mọ platform yẹn, over 1,000 people were there watching. Mo jókòó bẹ́ẹ̀ mo ń gbọ́ tí aunty sister mi yẹn sọ. I was there. Èrò ń wọlé pàkà, wọ́n wọlé pàkà, wọ́n wọlé. But one thing I realized that she said, out of gbogbo tí mo gbọ́, just for the 5 minutes tí mo fi wà lórí show yẹn, wọ́n ní gbogbo táwọn sọ yẹn lórí ọ̀rọ̀ okó àtòbò táwọn máa ń sọ̀rọ̀ lé lórí, àwọn òun ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ níta, ìwọ ọmọlúàbí wọn ó sì wà clean. Tó bá pàdé mi níta, ó tẹ̀ ní mọ̀ pé bọ̀bọ̀ tó ń pè ní Koikimedia lélẹ̀. I'm telling you. Màmá wonder pé ṣé o bọ̀ eléyìí ló ń pè ní ṣé o bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn tó máa ń pariwo lórí mídíà yẹn, ṣé o bọ̀ èyí tó ń pè ní ọmọlúàbí wa nìyẹn. And if we remain focused, tá a mú too many. Look, first and foremost, we will attack anybody tó bá attack Yoruba Nation. Èmi lèmi sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ personally. I will attack them because ọ̀dàlẹ̀ ni wọ́n. Mo lè máa jókòó síbí báyìí ká wá nítorí pé a fẹ́ fi sentiment sí nǹkan. And that is why I am not a blogger. Journalist ni mí. What is Sandy? I want to be very careful. Tí wọ́n ń show nǹkan lórí show. Lórí mo mọ̀ bí mo fẹ́ wo bí ó wà ẹ̀ ń show ní reverse. Mo ti change the TV mi kí n máa monitor. Mo ṣe wo fíìmù kan tán lórí Netflix nísìnyí. Mo tẹ̀ bá wọn tán wò nínú anyway. Days in Washington. Mo mọ orúkọ movie yẹn, but mo ti worry, but mo like fíìmù tó bá ti ń fìbọn fọ́ra wọn lórí. Kí ló tún ṣe gbogbo YouTube tó tún ní ká sign in? Kí ló tún ṣe sí? Mokibugwa. So this was sent to me as part of who I represent in UK as a journalist. So, and what they've sent, election kan bọ̀ tá máa dìbò fáwọn representative wa. So, and this is how things are meant to be in a proper civilized way, especially Bashemba Yoruba Nation náà lọ. Àkóyàn gbọ́dọ̀ wà kẹ̀jú bá ti ṣó nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ kẹ́ rí. Lákọ̀ọ́kọ́ ó sọ síbí báyìí pé NUJ, National Union of Journalists, which I am a member. Candidate election statement. National Union of Journalists, editor of the Journalist Election 2024. So, what is send the late see me? What is send the free postage? Timafi send the pada. What is send the see me as well? So, everyone now, Tofeka vote fún. Ó máa sọ nípa rẹ̀. A fún wa ní background rẹ̀. Tá bá lọ wo history Professor Banji Akintoye ó ní record, and that is the reason why tá ṣe gbà fún bàbá yẹn. Kò ń ṣe pé torí bàbá gbowó fún wa. Àwọn kan máa ní àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ fún olóyè Ìgbòho àti bàbá Akintoye. Àwọn lèmi ṣiṣẹ́ fún pẹ̀lú àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá. Many people come out and say that kind of statement. Àṣìṣẹ́ fún bàbá Akintoye o, àṣìṣẹ́ fún Ìgbòho o. I don't know. Torí èmi ò mọ ẹnì kankan nínú ìrìn àjò yìí, àpàdé ni. But èmi personally àwọn lèmi ṣiṣẹ́ fún. Torí wọn ní mọ́mísì tèmi ṣe lọ Benin Republic. Torí Ìgbòho àti bàbá Akintoye ni wọ́n ṣe lọ sílé láti lọ rí wọn. Àwọn kankan wà tí mo fẹ́ jẹ́ kó bá mi sọ fún wọn kó tó di pé àǹfààní máa tún wà tí máa tún rí olóyè personally when next is in London or tàbá tún pàdé ní àwọn ibòmí tí kò ní wá sórí media. Because communication line àmà tó lóyè àfi tá bá ń parọ́ fúnra wa wọ́n máa monitor ẹ̀. But mo ní lọ sínú gbogbo bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ too much. So, if we are now saying Anshe Yoruba Nation and we want to be distracted, platform too, I don't have the time for that. We are fighting multiple problems to deal with. So, I know most of you will watch all different programs. Kini conclusion ti Koiki náà lórí ọ̀rọ̀ tó ń sọ. All I would just force to say is that if you come for us, regardless of who you are, àti àwọn tó ń fún wa lésì bí Ṣèyí Mákindé ó dá mi lóhùn padà, mo ní bomb bastard ni. Kò ní right láti dá wa lóhùn. Kódà ó jẹ́ kó ignore wa ni. But àwọn ọlọ́gbọ́n lórí. So jẹ́ kí n béèrè question kí n dá grammar lóhùn kí n tó lọ gbàgbé. Ìyàwó Jọkẹ́ Bọ́dúnrin ní Koiki, can we stop the Ọ̀rànmíyàn because of what is going on with Baba Yiloge? Baba yẹn bomb bastard ni. Baba Yiloge yẹn. I can tell you that. Àwọn bàbá òfò tó ní làákàyè tó jẹ́ pé kàkà kọ́rọ́ra gbẹ́nu wọn dákẹ́. They went ahead and attacked us. Kúkú mọ́ra rí tẹ́lẹ̀. Wọ́n appoint yín ni. Ẹ̀dẹ̀ mú ìrìn àjò yẹn ẹ fa ẹkùn ẹ̀ já wálẹ̀. And everybody knows that. Tá bá ń pretend pé a fẹ́ cover àwọn kankan kò ń ṣe bí ti Baba Yiloge. So Ọ̀rànmíyàn ní kankan ṣe pẹ̀lú Baba Yiloge. Kódà every day títí dé ní èèyàn kan náà ni ló sì ní Koiki báwo ni ṣe máa san owó yẹn láti Amẹ́ríkà. Mo dẹ̀ ní kó lọ sí website www.ysdm.org. Bàbá Ayélóge kọ́ ló ní YSDM, gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá ló ní YSDM, but Yoruba World Media ó wà independent away from YSDM. Koikimedia wà independent away from Yoruba World Media, but I am a member, full member tó gbà fún Yoruba World Media lábẹ́ Dr. Zabi. Ẹ lè má máa rí mi tí mò ń jáde pẹ̀lú wọn frequently, but mo gbà fún wọn just like bí mo ṣe gbà fún ẹgbẹ́ tí ṣe rí Dúpẹ́ Onítìrí ló tún dé tó da èmi ò ṣẹgbẹ́, àwọ̀ kì í ṣẹgbẹ́, Ọlọ́run ní kí ṣe rí gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn kò sí bá ṣe fẹ́ ṣe ìrìn àjò, even though it's still a movement. Àìtí gba country, mo kí Grandma Lé Àjàyí. So just to buttress that, Ayílégò ní kankan ṣe pẹ̀lú ká lọ máa dá $10, $10, 10 sefa, 10 Canadian, ẹ máa dáwó yẹn lọ. Owó yẹn wúlò fún ìrìn àjò yìí. Every month, mo ń bọ̀, wọ́n send email sí mi pé increment máa wà ní owó tí mò ń san fún as a member of this union. Kí ni mo ṣe jẹ́ member? Láti lè protect me against àwọn wolves tó wà níta ní UK, because tí bá wà níta bí ṣe wà lẹ́pọ̀t lánàá tó bá tẹ̀ wá bá mi pé mo ní right láti record as an example wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ harass mi. Kàmá ìtẹ̀tí sọ pé ordinary member of the public, kò sọlọ́pàá náà nílùú yìí tó gbọ́dọ̀ harass mi. Tí ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ bá ṣẹlẹ̀ lẹ́niwẹ̀, mo ní right láti súnmọ́ ọlọ́pàá kí n dẹ̀ identify ara mi, ó dẹ̀ ní right láti dá mi lóhùn gẹ́gẹ́ bí journalist, but kò ní sọ the same thing fún wọn gẹ́gẹ́ bí normal public. Tí crime scene bá ṣẹlẹ̀ ní àdúgbò mi nísìn, tí bá sọ̀kalẹ̀ èyí tọ́lọ́pàá ò ní sọ fẹ́yìn, ó gbọ́dọ̀ sọ fẹ́mi, because mo fẹ́ report crime yẹn ni, or mo fẹ́ report incident. So táwọn kan bá wá ní níwàánú ẹgbẹ́ kankan afẹ́dádúró ni dáadáa, it's fine, but how can you be in a movement? How can you be in something that is ongoing? Wà wá ní o fẹ́ máa dá ṣe tiẹ̀, ó lè dá ṣe tiẹ̀, but ṣé igi kan ó lè dá gbó ṣe? Tí Yorùbá yàn bá lọ dáadáa, ẹ gbà bẹ́ẹ̀. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n wá sí. I received an email from this body tó ń pè ní National Union of Journalists. This was sent to me only yesterday, Thursday. And good thing about technology, mo ń bọ̀ lọ́dọ̀ Microsoft. Ìyẹn mo ṣe ní ká má wà tú ṣe rí gbogbo mo mọ̀ pé àwọn èèyàn like it will take us away from the real deal. Yoruba Nation la fẹ́ gbà, gbogbo nǹkan ò lè perfect. If you're waiting for perfection, you're wasting your time. Àfi mọ bó ṣe ṣe nǹkan kan, no, we can't. Tá bá débi tá ń lọ, we will be fully accountable to you as the government. Èmi kọ́ ni government, so our government will be fully accountable to us. But Koiki ṣe ni wá wà accountable fún wa pẹ̀lú gbogbo tẹ́ ń ṣe nísìn ọmọ. Ṣé kí n jáde nísìn kí n sọ pé mo ti rà bọ́n? Ẹ̀yin gan ni sọ pé orí òpè ọ̀dẹ̀ nìyẹn, ṣèbó ní ọlọ́gbọ́n lórí ni. Ṣé kí n sọ fún yín nísìn pé a fẹ́ lọ já bridge tí mo dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé já bridge? Ṣé kí n sọ fún yín nísìn pé Ìgbòho ti tọ̀ sára Ìgbò? Ẹ̀yin gan máa sọ fún wa pé so for you want to know all the kúlẹ̀kúlẹ̀ tó ń lọ nínú Yoruba Nation, pé ká wá ṣe accountability fún yín, irọ́ là ń pa, kò possible. It is still a movement. Tá bá ti gba government, látijọ́ tí government bá ti dé, government ti di tó gbọ́dọ̀ wà responsible, because nínú movement tá à ń ṣe lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́, there are things that should not be out in the public domain. Ó máa bàrìn àjò yẹn jẹ́, but nítorí gbogbo àti sọ di Kúnlé Afọláyan, àti sọ Yoruba Nation, àti sọ di movie. Ẹ fẹ́ mọ kúlẹ̀kúlẹ̀ ẹ fẹ́ mọ gbogbo ìpàdé mo ṣe yẹ what is up for me. So the Ọ̀rànmíyàn, let us continue to pay our dues. Money is needed. Mo sọ fún pé money is needed. Èyí tí mo gbé dání tó fi fún mi ní access tí mo fi ń dúpẹ́ pé journalist ni mí owó ni o kò ń ṣe ọ̀fẹ́. Owó wà involve màá ṣàlàyé fún ẹ. Wọ́n wá tún jẹ́ kó yé mi nísìnyí pé Mr. Koiki Ọláyọmí ló ń pè mí. The email was sent at about 3:33 p.m. on the 18th of July. Àti wà ní Saturday, so ti di 2 days ago. Membership number need ìyẹn àbí kí lẹ fẹ́ fi yẹn ṣe. You don't need my membership number now. Dear Olayomi, we are writing to let you know that the amount of your monthly subscription will increase from August 2024. Your updated details are as follows. Currently, your membership, I'll tell you what I pay for. Your membership subscription is £23 every month. Direct debit comes out 2nd of August 2024. We will continue to collect your monthly subs of £23 on the first working day of each month. Thereafter, by direct debit until instructed otherwise. Tí bá sọ pé mo ṣẹgbẹ́ yìí mọ́. Payment will be collected using the bank details we have on your file for you. We collect membership subscription in arrears. One gbowó yẹn ahead. So the payment in August is for July subscription. But ibi tí mo fi like intan ṣe nísìnyí yẹn. Koiki, Yoruba Nation yìí ó ti sú mi. Ọmọ ẹ̀bọ́lẹ̀ o, moving train ni. Ẹ má wá fi tiyín distract àwa. Àwa ta ní kò sú wa, ẹ fi wálẹ̀. Nígbà tá à ń pariwo ní 3 years ago, ibi báyìí náà ni mò ń jókòó sí, ó ti ń lọ pé ọdún 4 nísìn. Tí ìrìn àjò yìí ti ń tẹ̀síwájú tó yàtọ̀ sí àwọn tán náà ń béèrè fún regionalism àti restructure 45 years kò sẹ́nì kankan tó dá wọn lóhùn. Wọ́n wá rò bóyá Tinubu tó jẹ́ weak element á gbé restructure lé wọn lọ́wọ́, á gbé regional government lé wọn lọ́wọ́. Àwa padà sínú regional bá a ṣì wà nù Nàìjíríà. Nígbà táwa ní ṣe jẹ́ kí gbogbo wa ká kó basket yẹn, ká kó ẹyin wa, ká kó síbì kan. Àwọn nínú kò dá bẹ́ẹ̀, ẹ jẹ́ ká pín káàkiri. Ìyẹn ló ṣe di mọ́kìmọ́kì táwọn àwọn bomb bastard kan náà wọ́n náà Yorùbá Council of Elders àbí kinní kan wọ́n ní wọ́n sọ fún Ìgbòho pé kó wà patient. So ká wà patient kó máa pa wá ní every blessed day ká má lè rí nǹkan kan ṣe sí. And all your governors are useless as tissue paper tí mo fi ń nù dí mi ní toilet. Because they are bomb bastard. Olórí burúkú ni gbogbo wọn látòkè délẹ̀. Because tó bá jẹ́ pé wọ́n kì í ṣe olórí burúkú ni, ó jẹ́ kó mọ̀ dájú pé ìyà ń jẹ wá based on the security tó ń bẹ ní state kankan, and their responsibility is to look after us. So NUJ, National Union of Journalists, wá sọ fún mi pé lóòótọ́ èmi ni mo wá bá wọn pé mo fẹ́ di member. So téèyàn kan bá ní níṣe ẹgbẹ́ pẹ̀lú àwọn ẹgbẹ́ kan wọ́n ní right. Ṣé ẹ má jẹ́ ká force ara wa. Kódà ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń dá 10 naira yẹn tẹ́ bá ní ẹ̀dá mọ́, no problem. Tẹ́ bá ní ẹ̀dá mọ́, no problem. It is your right. You have the right to say, I am not doing Yoruba Nation anymore. Look, mo ní mo wà ní platform kan tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ kó àtòbò, èrò tó wà níbẹ̀ ó ju ti bíbá ẹ lọ nísìn. Because ìyẹn ló ń fáwọn èèyàn ní bí excitement or whatever it is. So don't come here and say, Kawa Mawa diverted. So, be Yawa Jakunde Sheso. They are not Yoruba elders, they are Yoruba eddies. So, one wants to say you have the right to cancel the direct debit anytime. That means, even though I am a member of this union, I still have the right to tell them, only £23, but what that means is I will no longer have the right to use this ID card outside. Now, let's bring it back to Yoruba Nation. The Yoruba Nation that we're asking for, many Yoruba people disagree with it. Koda, around to ma sorry against it, around to ma attack it. There is nothing wrong in all that. Look, Eka will want what we're against it. But the only thing we must do is that Toba we're against it, fine. But Toba attack you, we have the right to attack them back, which is what we've done. Pẹ̀lú Ofo Ayiloge níbikíbi tó bá wà, because born bastard ni bàbá yẹn. I say so. Tó bá fẹ́ kú, problem tiẹ̀ nìyẹn, I don't care. Kó má tún mẹ́nu sí ọ̀rọ̀ tiwa mọ́, kó rọra máa bá ìrìn àjò ẹ̀ lọ pẹ̀lú Dr. Fakpohunda. Fine. But tó bá jáde, tí bá tún gbọ́ lẹ́nu ẹ̀, tó jáde, tó attack wa, I will then come out again, I will attack him. So let's move straight into the program. Shema Ekawa, MixLR, the link, okay. Láti diro koma to jometa brother me. Then share link here. Link MixLR. Mo kí gbogbo wa lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí. Odò àgbéwà kò di gbé ọ̀dàlẹ̀. Ẹ má ẹ̀ka bẹ̀rù pé ṣé Yorùbá Nation yìí ṣé ṣá Koiki ṣé àní nídìí Ọbásanjọ́ ṣá àní nídìí Dangote ṣá àní nídìí this. When the right time comes, things will start coming together and make sense. It might not make sense today because people are saying, what I don't understand is because nígbà táwọn bàbá Awólọ́wọ̀ tẹ̀ ń béèrè fún independent, I am 40 plus, but people are saying like, and then so what? Why should you be the one and the Igboho and world media and that? Kí ló dé tó máa jẹ́ pé ẹ̀yin ni push for Yoruba Nation tí kò ń ṣe Ọbásanjọ́, tí kò ń ṣe Àtíkù, tí kò ń ṣe Tinubu, tó ń ṣe this, tó ń ṣe that. Buki Yawa Emma Buki. So let us just look. There will be tension within the movement. At some point, I did not agree anymore with Shoye Koribe because of what she has said against our leader. But she's doing something good now. Why should I avoid her? No, I'm not going to avoid her. She has come back to realize that there's son in a program. 2 by 2. Don't pè ní Dúpẹ́ Onítìrì olóṣè olórí burúkú yẹn tó ní kú síbi táṣọ ẹ̀ wà. Tó bá rí pé tó gbé dání kò jẹ́ new òun á padà. She said it. Àfi tá bá fẹ́ parọ́. And she came back. And at the end of the day, bàbá tó nóhùn bú gan, bàbá ní ọmọ àwọn ní, bàbá kí tó yí bàbá dáadáa. Ọmọ wọn ní gbogbo ẹ̀. That is why I will go and listen to Shoye Koribe. I will share a program. I didn't share a program for a very long time because in tó ń sọ yàtọ̀ sí táwa gbé dání. So today I go there. Àwọn kan sì lè ní beef fún. You have the right. But for me, I don't have any beef for her anymore. I see her as a sister that is doing very fantastic. Look, and we are all different in our presentation. So, Emma compare ara wa together. Bolori ti bibai, lecture room ni. Because Ama educate ara wa to the understanding of kini Nigeria and what influence is it, what influence is Nigeria on us today? There's a lot happening around the world. ju káwa máa wá jáde wọ́n ti fàgbẹ́ ńbẹ̀ yẹn wọ́n ti mú kòkòrò ńbẹ̀ yẹn tó bá jẹ́ pé yẹn lè fi wá gbọ́ lálẹ́ bí àtòrí after tètè gbọ́ Yèyé Dára, I'm sorry, you will not hear such on this platform. Whatever she has said on her platform is her platform. She has the right. Whatever I'm going to say on my platform is my right. Whatever Yoruba World Media, we are all one. Our presentation will be different, but don't expect a movement. It's in the government. And YSDM is not Yoruba government. Because part of what they wanted to do, the intelligence that I got, was that what fẹ́ fi YSDM nígbà tí Ayílóge wà níbẹ̀ ni ó fẹ́ sọ di government mọ́ wa lọ́wọ́. Èmi ò tẹ́ gbọ́ yẹn tẹ́lẹ̀, mo ṣe ń gbọ́ yẹn recently ni, and they're challenging. But no, YSDM is a movement. You cannot convert it to a Yoruba government. Look, Biafra has government in exile. And what they are doing right now is they're establishing that around the world, and they're doing very well. Simon Ekpa has been able, with his team, to establish what they called the government in exile offices across the world. And from there, they will use that to work with the country and their people to Ngbenibe. Our government in exile. What we are doing is, under the leadership of Abakitoye, is that we are trying to see how a negotiation between us and the federal government, regardless of who is the president. We will be doing the same thing. It is just that Tinubu ló wà lórí oyè nísìn, and that is the reason why we are negotiating. Àìtí dé stage ìpa fẹ́ kó ìbọn síta láti bára wa jà. The chances of that will be probably about 90%, because we are dealing with a world that is mad. Madness wà nínú ayé. That is the reason why they can give the whole power to Microsoft. Ẹ jẹ́ ká bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí sweep away and take your mind. Tó bá yẹ pé ìyẹn lè fi wá gbọ́ lórí program pé kí ni Koiki náà máa sọ, ṣé òun náà máa dá sọ̀rọ̀ tó ń lọ ní ọmọ ní rí kan bẹ́ẹ̀ o, èmi ò ní time yẹn, mo busy. Mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ mom sí mi lẹ́ǹkan sí. I spent a very good evening with her after a long, week away from this UK tó lọ sí Benin. Microsoft mọ̀ tó ń jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀, òun ni tí ìjáyà tó bá wa ṣe audio, ẹ bá máa kí Dr. Ọmọwùnmí, àwọn sọ̀rọ̀ lórí ọ̀rọ̀ GMO yẹn, ká dẹ̀ máa kí Okechukwu, bọ̀bọ̀ kan tó ó máa act movie, ó wà lórí Twitter tá à ń pè ní X. The reason why the world was completely shut down látànà títí di bá ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí, the whole world is in turmoil. Ogun ò tí bẹ̀rẹ̀ o, but a wà ní ìtàn pè ní another war tó ń ṣe bí wọ́n ṣe ja World War I, World War II, àti wà ní World War III bá ṣe ń bá yín sọ̀rọ̀ báyìí. Ẹ ṣé gan-an Alhaja Queen. And the Yoruba World Media remain a very strong body, which I am fully part and parcel of it. Microsoft was the reason why every banking, mostly the movement of people at airports. Ṣé o mọ̀ pé àwa Nàìjíríà àwa ò lówó tá fi travel, but bí ṣe ń bá yín sọ̀rọ̀, àwọn òyìnbó tí ń fẹ́ gbéra máa travel ní holiday period tó ti dé báyìí. Àwọn kan ti gba holiday láti Friday, àwọn kan ti gba tiwọn ní last week. Kódà ní Nàìjíríà náà, according to bí ṣe gbọ́, àwọn private school, ọ̀rẹ́ mi kan ti dé, òun àti gbogbo family ẹ̀, mo fi go too much, but ẹ lè mẹ́ni náà anyway. Ó ti wà ní London. Báwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ ṣe private school ló ń kọ́ àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ lọ ní Èkó. Òun ọmọ àti ìyàwó wọ́n ti wà ní London. wọ́n ti pè mí pé Koiki àwa ti dé. Ibi báyìí ló ti kàwé. Very intelligent guy. But one thing everybody needs to understand is that Yoruba Nation, it's not because of only for few people that are currently having the privilege in the Nigeria today. We want everybody to be privileged to travel around the world just as the airport was busy. America, what travel ju kilo dale lo, but mo kí bàbá mi Oyeronke Olaniyan, and I hope I got it right now because mo máa mix it pẹ̀lú pé obìnrin ni, but mo ti rí pé ọkùnrin ni ẹ̀yin lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ fún mi ní orúkọ yẹn Oyeronke Oyeronke yẹn and I hope I'm right again pé mo gbé lura wọn. Mo kí gbogbo alẹ́ nǹkan sí. Microsoft, the monopoly. Ibikíbi tí wọ́n bá ti ń ṣe, mo sọ most of the time, mo tún sọ nísìn, bẹ́ẹ̀mi gan bá fẹ́ di pé ẹ̀ ń rí àpẹẹrẹ pé ó ṣe jẹ́ òun nìkan, ó ti fi di monopoly nìyẹn. Ẹ máa ṣọ́ra. Mo kí sister mi àǹtí mi Wumi Praise. Àwọn ló kọ́kọ́ wọnú ọjà lọ tó lọ ń bá báwo mo tún ṣe gbé lura wọn báyìí. Ó dà ẹ má bínú. Ìyá dáadáa. Obìnrin ni mí o Koiki, kí ló tún gbé wá lálẹ́ kẹ́? Mo ń ṣe ẹ mọ̀ pé lóyìnbó aláwọn G òfin tí wọ́n nìyẹn. Ìwé aláwa ń gbé, èmi ò lè sọ̀rọ̀ lé lórí mi jẹ́ kọ́ ọlọ́pàá wá kanlẹ̀kùn mi rárá pé gbogbo tó ti ń sọ là ń rí o. Bọ̀ ilé tó wá lọ gbẹ́nu lé má gbẹ́nu lé. Ìwọ lè wà Nàìjíríà. Mo kẹ́yìn ìyá dáadáa. The world that we are living today, wọ́n play game pẹ̀lú àwa kan ní Africa. Ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣèdúró lórí Microsoft because that is the look in tó ń trend lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ nísìn òun nìyẹn. Who is Bill Gates? Ṣé mọ̀ pé moment tí Tinubu wọ orí oyè, Bill Gates àti Dangote ló lọ kí? How many people remember that? Ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ sórí Google ká lọ wá. Mo kí àwa lẹ́ǹkan sí Oyeronke Olaniyan, káàbọ̀ sórí ìkànnì wa. Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa. Mo kí Silver Badmus. Mo kí ọmọdé, mo kí àgbàlagbà. Mo kí Prince Adébáyọ̀ Shitu. Mo kí ẹ̀yin ìyá lálùbáríkà. Mo kí ẹni gbogbo ìdí ìrókò Mr. Daniel. Mo kí ẹ̀yin tí ẹ ti ń wọlé. Mo kí Mr. Atilola Maruf. Mo gbúrò ẹ̀gbọ́n mi Almaruf ó tó jọ́ mẹ́ta. Mr. Kẹ́hìndé Adéyẹmí, mo kí yín. If you're new to the platform, we do not want you to disrespect our people that are sitting here. Àwọn ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n ló wà níbí báyìí. I will curse you and I will get you blocked off. So mo kí wa. Mo fẹ́ sáré sọ̀rọ̀ nípa sister wa Wumi Praise. When we started the movement, ẹ rí pé ìyá kan bí àǹtí kan wọ́n máa ń lọ sínú ọjà, wọ́n lọ bá àwọn ìyá lọ́jà sọ̀rọ̀. She was the one doing that. Wọ́n ṣe program kan nígbà kan náà ní gbogbo Àlímọ̀ṣọ́, àwọn ló wà in charge. Àwọn sí labroad, wọ́n wà Nàìjíríà. Ìwọ wá sọ pé ìwọ kan wà labroad, tiẹ̀ special jù wọ́n lọ. Who the hell are you? Including myself. That means pé a ti ń gbéra wa ju bó ṣe yẹ lọ nìyẹn. Ṣé mi lè lọ sínú ọjà bí ìyá ìṣe lọ sọ́jà? Tí bá dénú ọjà kí ni mo fi máa lọ sọ fáwọn ìyá lọ́jà? Àwọn ló bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí organize market to market láti lọ bá àwọn ìyá lọ́jà sọ̀rọ̀ àti bàbá lọ́jà pé ǹjẹ́ ti gbọ́ nípa Yoruba Nation? Àǹtí mi ni Wumi Praise. But ṣé mọ̀ pé gbogbo kinní yẹn it also cost money. Àwa béèrè owó fún wọn o, bò mo kàn sọ pé ní time yẹn látara kò sí they were doing it because àfi tá bá ń parọ́ fúnra wa, nothing can be done free in the world today. Òun mo sọ fún yín, this NUJ tí mo fi ń ṣàkárá owó ló ń cost me £23 every month. So ẹ bá máa kíyà wa Wumi Praise pé kó má sú wọn, kó má rẹ̀ wọ́n, torí ilé làwọn wà. Àyà tó ń gbé síta tó ń lọ fi ń campaign lójú títì nígbà tí mo lọ́lé ní 2021 tí mo jáde sí títì Ìbàdàn tí èmi náà lọ ń pín flyer gbogbo ilẹ̀ ní Koiki kódà Ìgbòho gan sọ pé coordinator ẹ̀yin jókòó sí ẹ̀rí bíbá ẹ̀yin jókòó sínú ilé gbogbo tẹ bá fẹ́ ṣe ẹran wọn ẹ̀mọ̀ pé mi kọ̀ wò pé èmi náà fẹ́ feel but Ìgbòho said no ó ti wà too coordinator mi ò fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ and many of you called me down and say no Koiki no ìwọ má jáde sójú títì náà because tó bá bá mi nínú ilé Ìgbòho ní July 1st wọ́n máa ti pa mí but Ọlọ́run ní ẹ̀mí mi ò sí lọ́wọ́ any one of them ni mo ṣe sí níbẹ̀ but ó dọjọ́ ọ̀la àwọn kankan wà tó máa jáde nínú ìwé mi wàá dúpẹ́ fọlọ́run adúpẹ́ fún Jésù Kristi adúpẹ́ fànàbí adẹ̀dúpẹ́ fún Ifá tó tan ìmọ́lẹ̀ tí kò jẹ́ kí mo wà nínú ilé torí pé ó ṣeé ṣe kí ẹ̀mí Ìgbòho àti tèmi kó tún kọjá bó ṣe yẹ lọ but let's just leave that like that but tí bá wà nínú ilé níjọ́ èyí tó fi gbé Lady K lọ Lady K káre tó gbé Lady K lọ èmi lẹ́sẹ̀kẹsẹ̀ ọmọ ní kọ́ take me out ni but Ọlọ́run ní ìwọ ò ní sí níbẹ̀ ó wá mú mi rántí ọ̀rọ̀ ikú bàbá yèyè pé wọ́n ò ní rí yín mú àmọ́ ẹ̀yin náà má ṣe nǹkan máa fi mú yín ibi tẹ́ bá rí pé ẹ fi sílẹ̀ ẹ má kí n sọ ikú bàbá yèyè ló sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ fẹ́mi àti Ìgbòho sẹ́yìn tẹ́ wá ní mo sá lọ London mo sá lọ náà ni torí pé èèyàn ní ẹni tó bá wà láyé ló máa ròyìn ogun mo kí gbogbo alẹ́ nǹkan sí pé ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ìkànnì wa. Let's go further. Bill Gates visited Tinubu. Kí ló dé tó ṣe lọ kí Tinubu? Mo fẹ́ gbé jáde ni o. Bill Gates visit. Ó lọ kí Tinubu. Moment Tinubu wọlé visit Tinubu. Yeah, I have the video as well. But let's go and pick up the news. This was around April. This was around April. Let's read what transpired between the both of them. They had closed door meetings. Kí ló sọ nínú closed door meetings? Àmọ́. Bàbá mi ẹ máa jíwèé wò Mr. Waris Jinadu. Báwo lè ṣe mọ̀ pé nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ sọ nìyẹn? Yes, and Dangote. Yes, he and Dangote closed door meeting. Ntí mo lè fi sọ làwọn náà dẹ̀ sáré comment síta yẹn. Mo kí grandma. 5 things Tinubu discuss with Bill Gates in Saudi Arabia. Saudi ló ti kọ́kọ́ pàdé ní lesser hajj tí Tinubu lọ. Àbí no, ọkọ̀ lọ ṣe àwọn meeting tó máa ń ṣe. The picture is here. So mo fẹ́ gbé picture yẹn wá síta. So jẹ́ kí n save it. Mo fẹ́ káwọn tó wà lórí software, lórí laptop. Later máa post video yẹn èyí tó kù náà máa rí. Oh, my face save as no all files. No. Let's see if I can bring the image out quickly. Nígbà tó máa kọ́kọ́ ríra no kò gbé jáde bẹ́ẹ̀ mo mọ̀ why kò jẹ́ kí n save image mi látòrí so ẹ jẹ́ n copy ẹ̀ kí n gbé lọ sí orí Twitter. Ẹ follow wa lórí Twitter. No voice heard in the closed meeting. It was mute because Monty Tinubu àti Bill Gates Monty wọ́n jọ discuss. Bill Gates is the founder of Microsoft. Microsoft is the reason why the whole world was shut down between yesterday and up to now. To affect many flights. And we can only hope that Tinubu iti tawa from Bill Gates. Máa sọ pé they play. Máa sọ pé go find a job. Tó bá yá wàá understand nǹkan tí mò ń sọ. Ojú ló ń kán ìbòjì, òun máa débẹ̀. Mo fẹ́ add image yẹn ká tó gbéra máa sọ̀rọ̀ lọ ni o. because I think throughout this month, picture Adogun Atafa Lumu Malayi. So anytime wo minister etiri Bill Gates àti Tinubu ẹ̀yin tó kù tá bá ti upload ẹ̀ máa rí. Now, nígbà tó máa kọ́kọ́ pàdé, wọ́n pàdé ní Saudi Arabia. So I'm going to read quickly. This was in April. 5 things President Bola Ahmed Tinubu discusses with Bill Gates in Saudi Arabia. Following the meeting between President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the Microsoft founder and philanthropist, Mr. Bill Gates in Saudi Arabia, the details of what Tinubu discussed with the billionaire have emerged. Emerging reports reveal President Bola Tinubu disclosed that his administration is investing in technology that is tailored towards ensuring transparency and accountability in government and accelerating public sector performances and service delivery to the Nigerian people. You would think that now let's bring it back to the current state of things right now as we know. What is the current state of things? I'll tell you. Kilo for flight disruption. Learning. According to what we know, one quick CrowdStrike. And one CrowdStrike is like big thing on the antivirus. Many of us have antivirus. Shemo and talo antivirus our Yoruba. Talo le get antivirus tani. We all have antivirus. But àwọn kankan wà tó affect in tó defend the virus bá fẹ́ attack èèyàn àwọn kankan wà táwa náà ń lò láti fi defend ẹ̀. Ta ló jágbẹ́rẹ́ fún ní kékeré nígbà táwa ń kékeré ta ló jágbẹ́rẹ́ fún. It doesn't matter whether it was 1 or 2. Ṣé kò sẹ́ni kankan tí wọ́n jágbẹ́rẹ́ fún ẹ rí? Nígbà tó bí yín wọ́n wé àgbo fún yín àbí? Have you ever asked what all this was for? Wọ́n ti gba Saturday lọ́wọ́ gbogbo wa. Èmi sì ní tèmi lọ́wọ́ òun. So let's go to the ABC News as we have the information of the CrowdStrike outage sparks global chaos with airline, bank, and other disruptions. Kilo ṣẹlẹ̀. Bẹ̀rẹ̀ ò dé bá ẹ̀sìn jábì. Kí la mọ̀ tó mix nínú kíní dúdú yẹn. Ẹ mọ̀ pé tó bá ti jágbẹ́rẹ́ yẹn ẹ̀jẹ̀ máa jáde. But ó máa fi dúdú, ó máa fi pa. Kí la mọ̀ tó mix. Many of us need to understand that we have been taken far away from our real identity. Lẹ́ni nísìn, wà lọ sí Olan and Barrett, wà náà fẹ́ lọ ra ìtọ́ntà níbẹ̀, but a ní gbogbo ẹ̀ nílẹ̀ Yorùbá. Antivirus ní gbẹ́rẹ́. Antivirus tó dẹ̀ jẹ́ bàbá antivirus tó jẹ́ pé tó bá jẹ́ pé à ń rìn inú ẹ̀ continuously, ìmí wà ó yẹ ká ti update ẹ̀. Your phone, why do you think your phones are being updated at interval? So that your phone doesn't get attacked. We are now telling our people nílé pé àti wà under attack. I need the antivirus láti fi defend ẹ̀. Ìgbòho wá jáde àwa ń bàjà. Because Ìgbòho ní antivirus tó ń protect ìran Yorùbá lọ́wọ́. Tó bá ń dúró de Ìbà Gani Adams kò ń ṣe pé mò ń wọ́ wọn nílẹ̀ èmi a máa dúró pẹ́ o. Torí Ìbà ní Aláàfin tọ́ṣẹ̀fẹ́ yàn ló máa wá ṣígun fún wọn because Aláàfin tàná ìyẹn ti wàjà. Ìgbòho kọ̀ nídìí káwọn bá sọ̀rọ̀ sókè díẹ̀ lásán. Ọba àdúgbò kọ̀ọ̀kan wọn nídìí gbogbo ọba. Ìyẹn la ṣe ń ṣiṣẹ́ lọ, à ń fọ Òkè Ògùn mọ́ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́. Tó bá bíṣe ẹni mo sọ fún tó bá bíṣe yìí Mákindé dá kó stop anybody ní gbogbo Òkè Ògùn. Bóyá ó máa kó sójà lọ protect àwọn èèyàn wa níbẹ̀ ni. Mo ní tó bá bí da ẹ̀kọ́ tẹ̀kẹ̀ sọ pé mo sọ bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n ń pa wá. Wo ní táwọn ẹ̀ máa ṣe fún yín ní protest ní dúró wò tán. Ìyẹn táwọn ọmọ yẹn tí spirit yẹn bá wọlé sí wọn lára délẹ̀ ni o. Má sọ pé Koiki ṣó tó ń support protest àní gbogbo tó máa fa Nàìjíríà wálẹ̀ lèmi ń bẹ̀rẹ̀ wọn bẹ́ lọ́n fún. I care less. Bẹ̀rẹ̀ is a detox ṣe gan ni. So ṣé ẹ̀rí bí ṣe ń join ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn Bill Gates ó ń jẹ́ kó yé wa ní April pé òun máa fún Jagaba ní kí ló ṣe pé ẹ jẹ́ ká padà síbẹ̀. Bill Gates, during the meeting with Tinubu around April ní Riyadh ní Saudi Arabia níjọ́ Sunday, pé òun ní technology tóun máa fi make sure pé owó tó ń jí ní Nàìjíríà kò ní ṣe jí mọ́. But lẹ́nìí, every part of the world, apart from Russia nìkan ni mò ń gbọ́ pé Russia is not as affected as the rest of the world because Bill Gates ti play monopoly against every one of us. Tó bá ra laptop ní sí Microsoft ló wà lórí ẹ̀. But two other devices or two other software were not down, but majority of the people are not using it. Tí Yorùbá ò bá dìde nísìn, ní go down lóòótọ́, but the longer tá bá pẹ́ nínú Nàìjíríà, the more ni ìyà máa jẹ gbogbo wa, including myself. And this is the reason why ọ̀rọ̀ Yoruba Nation ó ti kọjá bí àwọn kan ṣe ń sọ pé ẹ̀ka lẹ́gbẹ́nu sàn. Mo rí ọkàn ní sí mo ti block ẹ̀ kí ẹ go and look for a job ọ̀dẹ̀. Ṣé mi ní ẹ kí n máa lọ wáṣẹ́ àbóhùn? You can go and look for a job. Stupid people. Bomb bastards. Mo ti block ẹ̀. Let's go back. In tí Tinubu àti Bill Gates jọ sọ ni pé òun máa fún Tinubu ní software kan, technology tó wà tailored. Look, tí bá wọṣọ ìlọ́la tó bá tápẹ̀ bá kọjá mi, á jẹ́ pé tailor tí ó jẹ́ fashion designer mi, á jẹ́ pé bóyá mo ti ga díẹ̀ sí ni àbí mo ti slim ni wọ́n ṣe get size mi. Ẹ̀rọ pé mo lọ́lé. Bóyá èyí tí mo wá ní kíyàwó mi kó wọ̀n mi ta send ẹ̀ sí wọn, máa bá tailor jà. Ṣé tailor yẹn ló ń wọ̀n ẹ́ gangan àbí èyí tí wọ́n fi ránṣẹ́ sí tailor? Because tó bá fi ránṣẹ́ sí tailor, there are probability that it will go wrong. But tí tailor bá ń wọ̀n ẹ́ tó wá ṣe mistake, ọmọ má lo tailor yẹn mọ́. Màá wọ̀ kan náà lọ́la. Màá wá sọ handle tẹ̀ máa ti gẹ́tẹ̀. Ó wà lórí IG. Now, ìyá mi Wunmi praise ni our antivirus is also enchanting the word of God too. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni. And that is why I always say, don't attack anybody on religion. Ẹni tó ń pe Jésù antivirus ẹ̀ ni. Ó tó bá ń dáhùn fún wọn, fine. Ẹni tó ń pe Ànábì Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam antivirus wọn ni. But àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá a ní ewé àti egbò tọ́lọ́run ní ká lọ máa lò. Mo kí ẹ Tokyo. Ká fi máa ṣara lóge. Ká fi máa tọ́jú ara wa. Ìyẹn ni Prophet Tibetan ṣe ní wọ́n yìnbọn fún Yorùbá kò ràn. Àwọn òyìnbó wọ́n ṣá wọn ládàá kò wọlé. Wọ́n ní àwọn wo lélẹ̀. But Bill Gates wá sọ fún Tinubu pé má jẹ́ kó pé ẹni múgùn pẹ̀lú gbogbo àwọn nǹkan tẹ́yìn náà níyẹn. Èmi ní tó lè ṣiṣẹ́. òun ló ń pè ní technology. Àwa dẹ̀ la ní technology kó tó gbà mọ́ wa lọ́wọ́. We own it. Ifá máa fún ẹ ní information tó jẹ́ pé ìwọ gan wa máa wonder pé kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀? Just like bí àwọn wòlíì náà máa ríran. If Bill Gates told us that I have a technology that is tailored towards ensuring transparency and accountability in government and accelerating the public sector performances, ṣé ó yẹ káwa máa lọ bá Bill Gates pé performances o when Baba Akintoye tó jẹ́ kó yé wa nínú àwọn nǹkan tá à ń kà pé back in ṣé Bill Gates ti wà ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ wò gbà tó establish Microsoft kí n tó mọ tí mo fẹ́ sọ níbí báyìí. When was Microsoft founded? Orí wọn ò pé rárá. Dumb bastards. On the 4th of April, 1975, Albuquerque, New Mexico, United States, Microsoft was founded by Bill Gates and Paul Allen on the April 4, 1975. Ṣé tẹ̀rí pé kò tẹ̀ súnmọ́ ìgbà táwa ti dá ìwé ìròyìn sílẹ̀. Wọ́n ti gbé wa ní mugun. Ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ wá ìgbà tá gbá ìwé ìròyìn. Ìwé ìròyìn. Ìwé ìròyìn from information that we have here. Nígbà wo ló dálẹ̀? That was as far back as 1850 or 1859. Yoruba fact more. The founding of Ìwé Ìròyìn, the paper that first hit the street of Abeokuta, lórí òkè àti pẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀, níbẹ̀ la gbé bí mi o, níbẹ̀ la gbé tọ́ mi dàgbà o, ilẹ̀ òmìnira. Máyọ̀, máyọ̀, máyọ̀ o, lórí Olúmọ. Máyọ̀, máyọ̀, máyọ̀ o, lórí Olúmọ. Abẹ́òkúta ìlú Ẹ̀gbá, ibẹ̀ la gbé bí mi o, níbẹ̀ la gbé tọ́ mi dàgbà o, ilẹ̀ òmìnira. Èmi yóò máa yọ̀ lórí Olúmọ, èmi yóò ṣògo nílọ́kàn mi, wípé ìlú olókìkí o làwa Ẹ̀gbá ń gbé. Máyọ̀, máyọ̀. Òyìnbó wa kó wa ní mugun. Àwa lè yọ̀ mọ́ ní Abẹ́òkúta, a lè yọ̀ mọ́ l'Ékìtì, a lè yọ̀ mọ́ l'Oǹdó, ní Kogi, ní Kwara àti Lagos State. Àwa fẹ́ wá yọ̀ nílùú òyìnbó torí wọ́n sọ fún wa pé ibẹ̀ nìkan láyé wà. Orin yẹn kẹ̀rẹ̀ mo rántí pé ní every Friday a ní principal kan nígbà yẹn l'Abẹ́òkúta grammar school. Tá bá ti kọ́ tán báyìí, a ní no. And as I was coming to the assembly, ǹtẹ́ nǹkan yẹn kọ́ ló ibẹ̀ ṣe kọ́ lẹ́sìn kọ́ ẹ máa kọ́ nìyẹn. A tún bẹ̀rẹ̀ again. Lórí òkè àti pẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀. Ẹ máa wo phrases yẹn, ẹ máa wọ̀rọ̀ yẹn. Lórí òkè àti pẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀, níbẹ̀ la gbé bí mi o, níbẹ̀ la gbé tọ́ mi dàgbà o, ilẹ̀ òmìnira. Ṣé àtìrípà ti wà ní problem? Fúlàní wá jókòó sórí ilẹ̀ òmìnira yẹn. Àwa wá ń wo Dangote àti Bill Gates, wọ́n wá náà ló ń bá Jagaban sọ̀rọ̀ pé wọ́n fi gbé technology wá. Technology tí Yorùbá ti ń produce as far back as 1850s. That is the reason why kò sọ́nà kankan pé ká kúrò ní Nàìjíríà. Mo ṣe wá rí ọ̀rọ̀ tí George Akínọlá sọ, ẹ̀gbọ́n mi dáadáa, pé Nigeria is the impediment. Ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ wo meaning impediment yẹn, òyìnbó ńláńlá ni. ẹ jẹ́ ká kárí Google ẹ̀ tó bá ní nǹkan impediment. IMPEDIMENT fẹ́yìn tẹ́ wà ń lé ni bàbá táwa nílùú òyìnbó à ń fẹ́ spell ẹ̀ bẹ́yẹn wà á máa ní India Mike Papa Echo Delta India Mike Echo November Tango. Impediment. Kí ló ń jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀? Hindrances. But hindrances yẹn lè má yé yín. Obstruction. Ìdíwọ́. Àwọn tó gbọ́ Yorùbá. Àwọn aláyàngbéfọ̀. Bill Gates ṣe wá ń sọ fáwa ní 21st century pé òun máa fún Tinubu ní technology tí kò ní fi sí tí public service máa fi máa ṣiṣẹ́. tó bá fún Tinubu tí Tinubu bá wá lọ tán kí ló máa ṣẹlẹ̀? ṣe rí pé that is the reason why this movement is not a joke. Impediment. Obstruction in doing something. Something that impedes, especially an impairment such as a subtle. Number one. Does impediment mean difficult? According to the Britannica Dictionary definition of impediment, something that makes it difficult to do or complete something. So the whole Yoruba nation, we have some people that are impediment, people like Ayiloge, people like individuals that are against us. And on Instagram, Emma Bino Omalo after 23 seconds, but I'm coming back. Moki Yawa Ramatu, Moki brother, Moki Joke, and the rest of you. So when some of us are saying that we want Yoruba Nation, let's remain Nigeria because Bill Gates promised us that he will give Tinubu the technology. Àṣẹ technology tó fi fún Tinubu kò ń ṣe technology bá ṣe máa wà òkè. Technology oògùn tó máa fi sínú oúnjẹ tá máa jẹ tí a ní lè ní ìdàgbàsókè. Ṣé mọ̀ pé I heard about this before Yoruba Nation. They are trying to make sure that genes were gone. Every one of us, genes that need gone, what they destroy it internally. Especially ti àwa gangan tó jẹ́ ọmọ ìran ọmọládé. And people know what I'm talking about. Especially àwọn tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ nínú medical line. They are trying everything to destroy èyí tí Elédùmarè create gangan because àwọn fẹ́ recreate ẹ̀mí. Ṣé mọ̀ pé wọ́n ní Ọlọ́run ló ń fúnyàn lẹ́mìí òun dẹ̀ ló ń gbà. Àwọn wá sọ pé no, ó jẹ́ káwọn náà lè fi ẹ̀mí síyàn lára. That is what they ṣẹ́ràn globalist bàbá bastard ni wọ́n try many things. And they're already doing a lot of things that they're not telling us. People that are involved in such things, they are Bill Gates. That same Bill Gates yẹn, ó wá jẹ́ ọ̀rẹ́ Dangote tẹ́yìn nífẹ̀ẹ́ tẹ́ máa ra cement àti sugar àti kúlíkúlí àtẹ̀pà. After tí òun náà play monopoly lé gbogbo wa lórí. But Ọlọ́run ní àwọn èèyàn òun máa rescue wa. And I'm talking about whatever God we all believe. Whether it's the God of Christianity, the God of Islam, not the God of Islam that the Boko Haram are telling us, no, or the God of our forefathers. What is Saki ṣe wọn kí n bá lóye kí ló dé? ọ̀rẹ́ mi dáadáa mo ń bọ̀ kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ kí ló ṣe ẹ ṣọ́ pé news and right Mr. Perry because yàn pé nǹkan tẹ́ sọ yẹn ni mo gbé jáde o èmi ò tí confirm ẹ o ẹ̀yin lẹ sọ o mo mọ tó ṣe YouTube mi àmọ́ ẹ ti dá gbogbo ẹ̀rù ṣé ẹ̀ tún ní ká sign in again what have they done to this YouTube now sign in all right no okay oh. Use your remote. I don't know why my YouTube is not working again. All right, so what I'm trying to explain to us tonight, on our study leave, so we're very careful, because if the news is not confirmed and the news is not, channels from Almatisona, so that news, as far as I'm concerned, is probably just a news that is not confirmed. But I'm not saying that if it's going wrong or right, but let's leave it like that. Am I okay? So now let me bring you closer. Because I'm playing kokoni, but I'll already Koikimedia to do it. Emma Bino and Ilegbo into woman face sorry Lori. Play. This is Good Morning America.
Are waking up and seeing that dreaded blue screen of death on their computers, the one with the frowny face on it. Well, if you're seeing it on yours, you are not alone, because this morning we've seen impacts on banks around the globe. We've seen impacts on the stock markets. Here in the US, the New York Stock Exchange telling us they anticipate our markets will open as usual, but major hospitals are dealing with this. Police and fire stations are dealing with this. And Aaron Katersky is standing by with more on that.
And as you know, so much of the airline industry is run by these very systems, and we saw chaos at airports abroad. That's Madrid right there. Right now, the number of global delays, 17,000 flights and counting.
Let's take a live look at Newark Airport right now. So many planes on the ground. Aaron Reshef is across the way at LaGuardia Airport. Aaron, what's happening there?
Hey, George, good morning. That outage forcing major carriers like American, Delta, and United to halt all of their flights overnight. You can see that all of these passengers are gathered here in this terminal. They are frustrated. They are searching for answers about when their flights may actually take off. Now, we're hearing this morning that some of these carriers are now operational again, but it is going to take time to get everything up and running, so you can expect major delays throughout the day today. Now, as you guys mentioned,
the whole reason why there is a wave of IT outstage that swept across the globe, Mokiyami, Ifagbemileke Kabo, Sori Koniwa, Benny, Motama, time to love at 10 minutes to 1 a.m. Mokiyantawani night duty. Co-part car sales too is down today. Okay. Almost everywhere is completely down. But two companies are involved, not just Microsoft. I will explain to us in a minute. One quick on CrowdStrike. CrowdStrike is an antivirus company. CrowdStrike holding. It has about 8,429 employees. But Owoburuku wa lowo won. Moke Tokyo 778. When we are telling our people that there is money in Yoruba land, resources we're talking about the talent, the human talent. Moke Mr. Tajuddin Eshigoni, Keke Okuz, welcome. Let's find out more about this CrowdStrike. Lakoko, this CrowdStrike, what is the value? What is the value of this company to Dawa Lasile? Right now, their stock probably has gone down or whatever, but this company will be losing about 16 billion US dollars, a fifth of its value as at 13 hours ago. Also, 84 billion US dollars has been wiped off Microsoft value. This is where we are saying to our people that for us to get to a stage where we'll be talking in these numbers, it will not be in Nigeria. I'm sorry. We would have to be out of Nigeria if you want us to be discussing where we are putting value to our people and our country, not in Nigeria. Mumbo, Moitiri. What are the CrowdStrike? Kusento mo wotele, emi no mo wotele, but mo nothing, because nothing in lemi man low, ati yellow popular, the basic, then some other ones as well. What is intrinsic value? CrowdStrike holding market capitalization is about 76.1 billion US dollars. So whether we get the figure or not, this company that created the chaos that is experienced across the globe today is an antivirus company. Antivirus, they produce antivirus that Microsoft ti Bill Gates as part of their, let me give you what they're all about. And I'm currently more lórí website wọn nísìn. Ẹ rántí pé gbogbo staff tó ná ní across the globe kò pé 10,000. Why táwọn ilé wa make owó tí à ń jẹ ìrántí wa? Why? Ṣé a ní brains ni? I will be sure that tá bá lọ wá bọ̀, a máa rí ọmọ Nàìjíríà mẹ́fà tá máa ṣiṣẹ́ pẹ̀lú wọn. Nínú mẹ́fà yẹn, Yorùbá máa jẹ́ 4, Igbo máa jẹ́ 2. Ẹ má bínú, èmi náà roko sọ́dọ̀ tiwa ni. Táwọn náà máa sọ tọ̀dọ̀ tiwọn, wọ́n lè roko sọ́dọ̀ tiwọn. What we are trying to say is that many of you will not appreciate until tabade bitan lole mari pe intolerance on bó ṣe rí nìyẹn. The current Nigeria today is not ready to give us the dream of our lives. All we are hearing is that they are building the Nigeria of their own dream with their foreign partnership. When some of you, that's why I say Bill Gates owns Nigeria directly or indirectly. So when some of you say, hey, who owns Lagos? Lagos is no man's land. Yes, it's no man's land. But can you say that to Bill Gates? And I wonder, Koiki, why are you saying Bill Gates doesn't have any property? Do we know the arrangement between how the refinery was built between Bill Gates and Dangote, plus many others? So who are you now talking to that says, because àwọn tá fẹ́ lẹ̀dìmọ́ nìkan là ń lẹ̀dìmọ́ tó jẹ́ àwọn Yíbò, a lẹ̀dìmọ́ Bill Gates nísìn tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń kó GMO wọlé. Kódà mo post ẹ̀ nígbà tí gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ GMO yẹn jáde nígbà yẹn, èèyàn kan tún sọ fún mi nínú chat pé Mr. Koiki nínú comment section òun ní àgbàdo GMO. Mo ní tí mò ń sọ ni pé kò dá ní, because our people. And if we look at the current state of things in Nigeria right now, wọ́n fi àwọn Fúlàní destroy wa, wọ́n wá fẹ́ kó GMO wọlé, kò rẹ́yìn pọ́ fẹ́ kó wọlé, ó ti wà nulẹ̀ already. Kódà àwọn government officials ń jáde tó ń defend it. I saw the video. I'm sure some of you have seen it as well. So what is happening now is that many of us are trying to say, we don't want our land to be taken away by Igbos, but we are okay that GMO can be spread into every corners of Yoruba land that is going to become a danger and death trap to many of us. So while we are attacking the Igbos in Lagos, Bill Gates is already penetrating every part of Yoruba land with the GMO maize, àgbàdo GMO. Wàá máa mọ̀gì, a máa wo pé ṣé ògì náà ni mò ń mu iṣá báwo lògì ṣe ń taste lẹ́nu because àgbàdo tó fi ṣògì yẹn because ògì lè mu tó pọ̀ jù irú èmi nísìn cornflakes lèmi máa mu àgbàdo náà lọ fi ń ṣe so reverse náà ni èyí tèmi fi ń jẹ cornflakes pẹ̀lú fresh milk nílùú yìí ẹ̀yin á máa mu ògì á wá di àwọn àgbàdo GMO bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ìyá mi Wùmí praise GMO maize so that is why tí mo ṣe ń sọ pé not that we love to defend the Igbos on this platform but do not get carried away. There are millions of Igbos in Bill Gates. Kódà tí ẹ tún ṣiṣẹ́ faster ju àwọn Igbo tó wà lÉkòó lọ tí ẹ sọ pé wọ́n ti ra Ládìpọ̀. Because Bill Gates doesn't need to import any car part. Òun ti kọjá stage yẹn. He is using our soil to test as many of their nonsense that they are performing today. Our soil. Ẹ̀ràn tí àṣà ti gbàgbé ní àṣà example yẹn rí now flower yẹn ṣe lélẹ̀. Bill Gates wá ń lo soil wa tó dá tó wà tó yẹ pé tó bá wọ́n ní tíyàn bá tó tọ́ bá pẹ̀lú ata lẹ́nu tó máa fi di ijọ́ mẹ́ta ijọ́ mẹ́rin láì wẹ́tẹ̀ nǹkan kan dẹ̀ máa germinate. Àwọn wá fẹ́ change narrative yẹn but wọ́n ní gbogbo time ó wá ń bá Tinubu ṣe nísìn kí ló discuss àmọ́. Bàbá mi Láre Jìnàdù ni all our professors are supposed to be researching and come up with innovations that will make life better for us have been occupied with religion. Tó bá tẹ̀ ti travel out. Kódà Kẹ́kẹ́ Kús tún sọ pé Koiki, what about cassava flour? So these are the reasons why. But if we have our country, we can put a full stop to it. But right now in Nigeria, it is too late because Tinubu ti engage Bill Gates. Dangote ti gbé Bill Gates lọ bá Jagaban. Even though it seems that Dangote àti Tinubu wọ́n ti ń fẹ́ kun ara wọn because à ń gbọ́ nísìnyí pé wọ́n ní láísẹ̀nsì wọ́n ti issue ẹ̀ fún Dangote àròpọ̀ ti parí refinery yẹn àtúngbọ́ nísìnyí pé wọ́n ní 45% because Dangote ní kọ́dá gbogbo mákẹ́tà kó wà lábẹ́ òun. Tinubu wá sọ pé Dangote ṣe sùúrù. I'm just making this up. I don't know. Pé ṣe sùúrù ìwọ ní kọ́kọ́ la máa gbé fún èmi náà láwọn partner mi ní France tí mo fẹ́ gbépo fún ṣe sùúrù because Tinubu son is in oil sector. Ṣé corn oil àbí ta ló ní corn oil? They play. We all know all these things. Ta ló ní corn oil? Kí ni ọmọ Ṣèyí kò ń ṣe Ṣèyí Tinubu? There's another Tinubu again. They are all in oil and gas. So there will be friction. There will be problem between Tinubu now and Dangote because Tinubu náà ti ní interest because ó ti wà lórí oyè. Power ni. Power tó ti nurse for 25 years. And is not going to allow Dangote. Ó lè wá lọ tán kó ṣọdún mẹ́rin ẹ̀ tán, kó ṣọdún mẹ́jọ ẹ̀ tán, kó wá gbé padà fún Dangote bí wọ́n ṣe plan ẹ̀ because nobody knows the true picture and reason why Dangote refinery was dropped in Lagos State. If they are telling you that it is all lies, there is more to it. Nígbà tí mo lọ sí corn oil belongs to Wale Tinubu. I know because I've read a bit of background of it. So Tinubu wà lórí oyè. Own interest nínú crude oil. Àwọn náà ń gbé epo lọ sí France. Wọ́n ń ṣe business. Àwa sọ fún Dangote pé every part of àwa la ní kó fi account details síta o in case tẹ́ bá ń wá. So èmi mo instruct on pé tí bá ti ń ṣe program ẹ máa bá ń fi síbẹ̀ just to support us. We appreciate every one of you. So what we are trying to say tonight, and I want to open the phone line. Kódà wọ́n ní Dèjì Tinubu náà, okay. So ṣáwọn méjì ni Dèjì Tinubu àti Wálé Tinubu. Ẹ̀ pé mi ò mọ̀ wọ́n. Ẹ̀ pé mi ti kúrò létí pẹ́. Èmi mọ̀ tó ń lọ Nàìjíríà. If you want me to open the phone line, let me know in the comment section. And àwọn tó wà lórí Koikimedia lọ́kàn máa lọ darapọ̀ mọ́ wa lórí Olayomi Koiki Instagram. If you don't want the phone line to be open, that's fine. But if you want us to open the phone line, let me know in the comment section and I'll open the phone line. So what we are trying to tell us tonight, lórí tó ń lọ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ with this global, bulala that is happening, that is creating havoc, mayhem, gbogbo òyìnbó tá a bá lè sọ. All these things is because the global world today, àwọn ronú báwa ṣe ń ronú, they are selfish. They are much only interested in making money and taking humanity to where humanity is not meant to be. Àwa la máa wá rejected. Àwa la máa sọ pé ǹjẹ́ mọ́. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ìyá mi wọ̀n mi ni, God Almighty shall surely confuse their language, which is what would eventually happen. Nígbà tí wọ́n ní wọ́n kọ́lé tọ́nà fẹ́ lọ bá Ọlọ́run, Ọlọ́run ní dédé wọ́n nù. So a lot of things will happen in Nigeria. Because why? Àwọn tó jẹ́ indigenous people, all the indigenous people, they are now praying that, look, not the praying, we are now changing the prayer to say, look, we don't want to pray for Nigeria anymore. We want to pray for Yoruba land. We want Yoruba land to succeed. We want Yoruba people to succeed. We do not want Nigeria to succeed because Nigeria is nothing. Nigeria is man-made and it has already expired as well. While we still have people that believe in one Nigeria, and which is their right. Now, ẹ jẹ́ kí n gbé yín lọ sọ́dọ̀ CrowdStrike. CrowdStrike is the company behind gbogbo wàhálà tó ṣẹlẹ̀. Adam Olamilekun, thank you so much, that we're experiencing today. Kódà, they are also talking about our teams, our culture. So àwọn náà ní culture. Company lásán lélẹ́yìí. And this company was only just founded in 2011. And they have become very powerful. Débi pé problem tí ó affect gbogbo wa lénìí, directly or indirectly, is caused by this software. It's a software company. Gbogbo wàhálà tó ṣẹlẹ̀ lénìí, this company with less than 9,000 staff, founded in 2011. Àwọn tó wà nílé tó ń ṣe, I receive email, Mrs. Smith, do you want to do business with me? Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń ṣe yahoo ni, ẹ má send ẹ̀ sírò àwa, kò lè jà wá, a kàn máa block email yẹn ni. But people, ṣẹ́rẹ́ ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà létí ẹ̀ ń wá involved into those crimes, which I don't want you to. We should be building the Silicon Valley in Osun State, in Kwara State, in Kogi State. Look, kò mí pé Muslim ò lè ṣe software engineer. Kò mí pé obìnrin tó jẹ́ Muslim, Christian, kò lè jẹ́ IT manager. Kò bẹ̀sìn jẹ́, kò dẹ̀ bà wá wá jẹ́. What we experience in Nigeria today, Muki Pastor Mo, it is taking us backwards and it will not allow us to develop our own true why we are on this earth, because we're here for a very limited time. And when I mean limited time, we will all get old. Our parents will get old in our hands. The Nigeria that you want to save will not allow you to succeed. I've told you that the founder of the interview in Gbogbo Media is George Kutsi. Ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ wo George Kutsi yìí. He was born 5 years after the fraudulent independence in Nigeria. Ọmọ May ni Taros. ABC News, Sky News, the interview only. He is the founder. George Kutsi is the co-founder and the CEO of the cybersecurity company known as CrowdStrike. Èmi náà ṣe gbọ́n wọn lénìí ní ọ̀lànà. Èmi náà gbọ́n wọn rí. Àwọn ní Microsoft ń lò tó wá ń ṣe update. Update yẹn wá mẹ́hẹ̀ kò lọ tán. Ṣé mọ̀ pé nígbà míì tó bá ń ṣe update fóònù ẹ̀, if you do not update your phone as when you are asked to do so, that functionality mo pe òyìnbó yẹn lọ dáadáa that function tó yẹ kó máa ṣiṣẹ́ lórí fóònù ẹ kò ní ṣiṣẹ́ lọ dáadáa especially tó bá ní kó update nígbà tó wá update yẹn nepa kọ̀ mú náà lọ nìyẹn tẹ̀ wá Nàìjíríà gbogbo ẹ̀kọ́ ṣe gbà. Some of the reason why your phone get attacked. So what we saw happening with this problem around the world, the update tí CrowdStrike tí arákùnrin tó ń pè ní George Kutsi tó jẹ́ founder ọmọ 1965 is only 59 years old. Ó ti ní company to value up to $80 billion. Company ẹ̀ ló dá sùrùtù àti yánpọnyánrin sílẹ̀ tí kò jẹ́ kí àwọn tó fẹ́ travel àti banks àti gbogbo ẹ̀ títí dé Nàìjíríà ni o Nàìjíríà tó tẹ̀ ṣiṣẹ́ tẹ́lẹ̀ àwọn yẹn máa take as an opportunity at advantage. So why am I explaining this? Is because I want us to understand that kò kí ń ṣe crude oil la máa fi make it tá bá délẹ̀ Yorùbá. Stop thinking that it has to be our resources. Those resources is just meant to be preserved and be able to be used nígbà tí èèyàn bá dé. Ṣé mo pé this is the time tó yẹ kọ́kọ́ wó síta. But rather they are watching hodowo àwọn olóṣèlú. Àsìkò tó yẹ kọ́ pump owó sí economy Nàìjíríà lélẹ̀ gbogbo owó tó wà lọ́wọ́ wọn owó burúkú. Mo ní Dezani nínú court tèmi wà nínú court ní London ní Westminster Magistrate Court gbogbo ilẹ̀ rí ó náà máa kó £35,000 sílẹ̀ fún bail ẹ̀ George yẹn sọ fún pé no òun ò ní gbà ó ní jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ àwọn mọ̀ ni àbáwọn ti ka gbogbo tó wà nílẹ̀ ọ bí bàbá Dezani jà àti ìyá ẹ̀ kó jáde nílẹ̀ èmi lè wò bí ṣe wà báyìí nísìnyí torú bá mú mi díẹ̀ mo lè lọ gba atẹ́gùn níta kò sí nǹkan kan tó máa ṣe mí tí Dezani bá ṣílẹ̀kùn lé ẹ̀ bí ṣe bá yín sọ̀rọ̀ nísìn tó bá gbé ẹsẹ̀ méjèèjì jáde ẹsẹ̀ kan wà wọ́n ti kó ṣẹ̀kẹ̀ṣẹ̀kẹ̀ síbẹ̀ wọ́n pè ní electronic tags irú ayé tí mo fẹ́ ká gbé nìyẹn ayé tá à ní intimidate ara wa tí kò ní sẹ́ni tó ga jura wọn lọ ìyẹn mo ṣe ń sọ pé àwa táwa láàbùrọ̀ lóòótọ́ a lè máa look like pa special jù yín lọ ẹ̀jẹ̀ kan náà ló ràn gbogbo wa condition ló jẹ́ kí crayfish bend condition Nàìjíríà òun ló ń jẹ́ kẹ́ máa lè sọ pé ẹ̀mí sì mí náà lára mo sọ fún yín pé ó jẹ́ kí n lè sọ fún Tokyo pé brother mi mo dẹ̀ fi ra mọ́tò kan ní London even though pàwọ̀ kì í ra mọ́tò ní cash credit ni bọ̀ bóyá ká sọ pé à ń ṣe business ká wá máa ṣe business to the tune of Sanjo Beauty ṣé wọ́n ń ṣerun ṣọ́ mu díẹ̀díẹ̀ ìyá dáadáa mo kí gbogbo yín silent listeners. Many of you need to start understanding that if a company was set up in 2011, how many years ago is that? And as of today, that company is valued to over $80 billion. But that same company, due to their update that Microsoft ń lò wọ́n láti fi defend ó níbi ṣe fi gbọ́rọ̀ ìkàlẹ̀ nísìn ó kọ̀ wá sí brain mi nísìn ni kọ́lọ́n dẹ̀ jẹ́ kí n lè gbé kalẹ̀ bí ṣe rántí 60 angel ẹ ṣé gan ẹ káàbọ̀ bàbá Akíntóyè ló gbé Yorùbá Nation dání àbí Ọlọ́run wá fi Ìgbòho ó fi ṣe gàrí tírà fún bàbá Akíntóyè even though pé bàbá Akíntóyè ní ọmọ tó pọ̀ nísàlẹ̀ gbogbo wa àtẹ̀yìntẹ̀wà lórí comment section bó ṣe mọ̀ pé àwọn ò ní àyà èmi náà kàn dẹnu ni o lè jà òtún lẹ́nu o máa níkànnì gbogbo ẹ̀nà tó bá ṣe pa ọ̀pọ̀ èmi náà máa bẹ̀rù bọ̀bọ̀ kan wà àlàyé kan wà chairman kan wà ìdán gangan kan wà àwọn ò kì í bẹ̀rù láàyà ayé ẹ kí gẹ̀ǹgẹ̀ báyìí ni òun náà ń pè ní Ìgbòho Ìgbòho ní CrowdStrike, Bàbá Akíntóyè ní Microsoft. Ṣó ó make sense bẹ́ẹ̀ bí ṣe bá yín tó bẹ́ẹ̀. Ìgbòho ní antivirus. Mo fi ohùn síta, èmi gan dá rẹ́rìn inú pálọ̀ mi wàláì. Mo sọ fún ìyàwó mi nígbà tá a rò lè ṣe program, ó ń play fídíò àwọn tó ń ṣe analysis bí ṣe gbé ọ̀rọ̀ Ìgbòho já. Èmi gan rẹ́rìn mi níbí báyìí. Mo jẹ́ pé àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀yìn bíbẹ̀ ẹ̀ ń dápọ̀ gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì ẹ̀ ń bá tayò báyìí. Gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì ọlá Ìgbòho ni mò ń jẹ, ta lè mi. I got a question. It points that why are there so many nuns? Talele ìbọ̀lélẹ̀ ti jáde kẹ̀. Àwọn tó máa ń yọ̀yàn lẹ́nu ní ẹja gbádànù. Ti gbádùn nǹkan tí mo sọ bẹ́ẹ̀. Ṣé mọ̀ kí mò ń ṣàlàyé Microsoft látẹ̀ nǹkan? Microsoft ń lo CrowdStrike bí a kì í ṣàlàyé fún yín kí n kọ́kọ́ gbé yẹn kalẹ̀. Microsoft is a software. Ta ló mọ̀ yẹn? Tó o bá mọ̀, lecture room níbí má tijú, má wo ẹlòmíì gbogbo tí mo sọ ó mọ̀, PhD wà lórí wọn. Wọ́n kàn fi jẹ́ kí n máa sọ̀rọ̀ kọ́ máa fi mí ta yín ni. Wọ́n fi mí mu gúdànù lé wọn báyìí. Sórí Microsoft tá à ń sọ yẹn is a software. Tó bá ra laptop nísìn tó bá ti ń ṣe pé Mac ló rà in tó bá ti mú ẹ ra any goddamn laptop Microsoft ló máa wà lórí ẹ̀. Gbogbo kọ̀mpútà tó wá ń lò ní gbogbo àgbáyé ìdajì ẹ̀ Microsoft ló operate. Ibi tó ti rówó nìyẹn, the operating system. But ó wá fi ìtàn pè ní monopoly ògbélé lórí. So if you do not have Microsoft on your laptop, á jẹ́ pé Apple product ló ń lò. The same Microsoft yẹn òun wá lọ́rẹ̀ẹ́ Dangote. Ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣe mú yẹn sẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́. Dangote wá introduce the Microsoft tó jẹ́ monopoly. Ó wá ń bá wa introduce ẹ̀ sí Jagaban àti tọ̀dọ̀ tiwa. Àwa nífẹ̀ẹ́ Tinubu o. A nífẹ̀ẹ́ ju ẹ̀yin ọmọ APC gan lọ. Ẹ̀yin gan lẹ̀ nífẹ̀ẹ́ bàbá yẹn rárá. Ẹ wá wo bó ṣe ń rẹ́kun ẹ̀ lójoojúmọ́ nísìn. Ìyẹn Jagaban tiwa. Jagaban. Bàbá mi ẹni Ọlọ́run dání, Ìgbòho face of Yoruba Nation. No more. Ṣé rí pé ọ̀rọ̀ tí mo sọ pé ó ń ṣe pé à ń gbẹ́jọ Ọlọ́run lọ. Tó o bá sí Ìgbòho actor tó wà nínú movie look, mo ń bọ̀ ẹ jẹ́ n lọ wo orúkọ movie tí I hope pé ẹ jẹ́ n padà sí Netflix mi. Denzel Washington ni ó ṣe fíìmù yẹn. Mo mọ̀ tó ṣe sí YouTube, máa ní láti resolve ẹ̀. Kí lórúkọ movie kò sọ náà kàn ṣe níbo ló wà bí torí pé mo ti wò tán so kò fún mi ní tó bá pé mò ń wò lọ ni ó ti tán but fíìmù yẹn Denzel Washington àwọn tó bá ti wo fíìmù yẹn tẹ́ bá rántí òkè ló ti pa bọ̀bọ́ yẹn nínú bakery. Ó dà bí ọ̀pá ìyàwó ẹ̀ yẹn pa kìíní. Mo ti wò ó rí bọ̀ mo rántí movie yẹn dáadáa orúkọ ẹ̀. But what I'm trying to say is that òun ni actor tó padà win gbogbo wọn. Actor bá ti kú nínú movie kò sí movie mọ́. Movie yẹn máa boring. Kódà ó máa wà Denzel Washington máa wà nínú fíìmù kan máa jáde ní November. Back end team ẹ bá mi fi sí ìta. Kí lórúkọ movie yẹn? Mo ti wo trailer ó máa jáde ní November. The last one was in 2000 and something. I'm not a movie person, but movie tó bá ti ń yìnbọn tó ń fìbọn fọ́nra wọn lórí èmi like àwọn movie. Let's go back to the discussion because mo fẹ́ ká ju 2 hours lọ and we're already 1 hour 49 minutes so that ká lè tún padà lọ́la lágbára Ọlọ́run àlàáfíà la máa fi ṣe. Bàbá Akíntóyè gbé Gladiator, yes ẹ ṣe gan ni. Bàbá yìí náà máa ń wo fíìmù Ayọ̀mí Kúnlámíjù. Gladiator máa jáde ní November. Kódà mo gbọ́dọ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí lọ wo old episode because be some 10 years ago lọ́nà ti ṣe the first one so that I can only catch up. But let's not divert too much. Let me wrap this discussion. Let's just summarize it. Igbowo is our antivirus, directly or indirectly. Ṣé wọn pé gbà tí Igbowo sọ̀rọ̀ tí mo jáde pé olóyè ní kí wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ àdẹ̀ní jáde tó lóyè bá ní ká wá sọ̀rọ̀. Òkè ṣorúkọ fíìmù yẹn nìyẹn Equalizer èyí tí mò ń sọ tẹ́lẹ̀ ẹ jẹ́ ń lọ wò it might be mo rántí orúkọ yẹn ó gé orí bàbá yẹn ó fi ọ̀bẹ òun nìkan ló pa gbogbo wọn òun nìkan ló pa gbogbo wọn. Maybe it could be Equalizer, but my money thing. Other one náà ni, yes. Film yẹn dùn bàjẹ́ 2014 ló jáde, action and thriller. Èmi like a film tó máa ti ń actor no dey die o for film bẹ́ẹ̀ ni àwọn lè mọ̀ actor ìyẹn la ṣe ń dúpẹ́ fún Ọlọ́run pé ẹ̀mí Ìgbòho ṣì wà pẹ̀lú wa, because without him, not that, but ẹ̀mí àìká máa sọ pé not that, because it would have taken us another 30 years before we can start, because everybody máa kọ́kọ́ ya dànù bí wàá yàwọ̀ ọ̀gbọ́n ní Yoruba Nation olófin máa sọ tí kò sí actor mọ́ nínú fíìmù. Regardless of whatever anybody says about him, àtàwọn tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ Ìgbòho gbogbo wọn lè ṣe nothing. Ṣe fíìpù tó bá yẹ kó lóyè ní atẹ̀lé wọ secretariat níjọ́ tí àwọn èèyàn lọ sí secretariat kí lè rò kó máa ṣẹlẹ̀? Ìgbòho òòṣà, the crowd lásán. So Chief Dr. Sunday Igboho is the antivirus. Baba Akintoye is the overall Microsoft, but not the monopoly one. He wants everybody to have a better life. This is the reason why to ṣe gbé iṣẹ́ lé wa lọ́wọ́. A máa parí ọ̀rọ̀ ìlọ́la títí di Sunday. We do not need any monopoly in our land. Monopoly is not good for business. Neither is it good for any government. Egbawa Gbole, thumbs up. 27 watching, 116 watching, 27 only thumbs up. We're almost going so that everybody can go to sleep. So as I'm bringing this program to an end, I want every one of us to believe that we have a good antivirus, and that is Dr. Chief Sunday Igboho. But we need the antivirus to continue to be updated. That is the reason why we came out and said what we said regarding Okeogun. And as we say that, the whole country shook again. How many people knows that? Then antivirus and neutralizer, that is Igboho for Yoruba Nation. So I to follow Igboho lórúkọ kan ní orí show ìlálẹ̀. And antivirus must be updated. So when people are saying Igboho was quiet, you know, everybody say, gbọ́n kankan mọ́ Igboho kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? Igboho came out and updated the virus. Virus làwọn Fúlàní. So Igboho wá update pé àwọn virus yẹn àti lo antivirus àti fi ń clear wọn out of our bushes and forests. Bọ̀bọ̀ ètò fi gbé ṣọ́bìnrin ló wà náà àbọ̀ SBT design ó fi gbé mi lọ síbi tí mo fi lọ lálẹ́ yìí. Ó ní the coming of Igboho is the end of Nigeria. Let's just leave it for there. Ẹ̀wọ̀n kí mo ṣe sọ bí just few days ago. Pé ilé ọmọ kì í bá ọmọ bàbá lẹ́rù. Kò sẹ́ni tó máa ní kí Igboho máa wọ Nàìjíríà. Gbogbo pé kó má ti wọ Nàìjíríà nísìnyẹn kò ṣe pé torí Tinubu. Because it is not yet the appropriate time. When the time comes, he will return back home, including me, including you, including every one of us. So what I want us to take home as the taker is that the global war today is facing a very, very, very spark chaos, spark global chaos. That is how ABC News, one of the most powerful, but not as powerful as Ìwé Ìròyìn, CrowdStrike outage spark global chaos. I love that word, chaos. There is the 60 Angel TV, Baba Igboho is the energy pill for the freedom of Yoruba. May God take us to the promised land. So, in as much as we are calling Igboho, we are still saying God, whether it's the God of the Christian, the God of the Islam, or the gods of our forefathers. Because Igboho himself needs the God of whatever your faith is to protect him, to be with him, to guide him. Because there are multiple obstacles that are ready to pull him down. And that is why when people see visions and say, Koiki sọ fún Igboho kó wà careful, kìnìkan, Igboho fúnra rẹ̀ na spiritual man. So, if we are going to end the chaos of the Fulani virus in Yoruba land, what do we need? Kintomalo. Ayomi, my computer at work is useless today because of the outage. Okay. Damilo, Moni, as we have the virus Fulani around Yoruba land today, what do we need to tackle it? Mukaila Adeoye Moke, Okwe Oshegoni, Yawata Monko, Mr. Fatai Motajo Mokinyi. Igboho freedom. We need the antivirus. We need Igboho the antivirus. Igboho. She phrase yen lo ben. Igboho the antivirus. Because about ti ní antivirus, kí ló máa ṣe? Ó máa neutralize gbogbo virus. Igboho Osha, the antivirus. So, whenever you are going other places, ẹ máa type ẹ pé Igboho Osha, the antivirus. Kò ní yé wọn. But àwa la mọ̀ pé iṣẹ́ tí antivirus kí ló máa ń ṣe? Ó máa neutralize the virus. Because virus làwọn Fulani. They are the biggest threat to us. Not just us, to the Hausas, the Igbos, the Ijaws, to every part of Nigeria today. Kódà, mo gbọ́ fídíò bàbá wa kan, bí a ti bá lè rí lọ́la kí n gbé wá fún wa kájọ gbọ́. Bàbá yẹn ní Tinubu, ta ní Kàbá. Because nígbà tí Buhari wà ń bẹ̀, ìwọ náà ní Kàbá. Táwa ní Kàbá ní sígbà tí wọ́n débẹ̀. Àbọ̀rọ̀ mo yé yín. So, we have virus across Yoruba land today that are the Fulanis. And according to SBT Design, so we need the antivirus. The man himself, Igboho, the antivirus. What led to the global spark chaos was because they were upgrading the system, and in between that, there was a shake. So, in between Yoruba Nation, there has been a lot of shake. But all this shake, no, Koiki, we are still upgrading that antivirus, and we have scaled through. And the gods of Yoruba land, Jesu Christi oni fi gbogbo wa sílẹ̀, inshallah, adele leri. It might look like it is not going to happen, but one spark, as the last word, Timothy Low, one spark la need. I am not talking about the spark of the people that wants to protest. Say gobe. But one spark would happen and the Igboho antivirus, ṣé wá mọ̀ pé Igboho ti wá distribute antivirus fún gbogbo wa. So tá bá ti wá ń lọ, olúkálùkù akọ̀ wá mú abẹ́rẹ́ epidural dání. Ìwọ tó bá tún wá fẹ́ mú nǹkan mi dání, èmi ò fi sọ yẹn lórí social media. Torí yẹn lẹ máa ibi báyìí lẹ máa cut nísìn tẹ́ máa gbé káàkiri. But èmi like abẹ́rẹ́ because Nàìjíríà ò fẹ́ jẹ́ ká bí ọmọ tuntun. Ọmọ tuntun dẹ̀ tí oyún yẹn tí ó ti due. So a gbọ́dọ̀ gún ní epidural kó lè jáde. The new child will be born. So pé they play. Look, Ayomi Kudamiju ni my computer was so useless. Ohun ò rí lò níbi iṣẹ́ lénìí. Spark ni. Spark tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ní Bangladesh tó fi ń dé sí London. When the spark happen, the Yoruba people will be free. Oran Yolamasun. Good night from here. I love every one of you. Thanks so much. Anytime wo mi láti Nigeria, it cost a lot to watch me. Mo kí ẹ brother mi, òun sọ pé Nigeria, here we are. But ọmọ Yorùbá àbọ̀mọ Igbo ló wà lábẹ́. Ó ní Igboho Òòṣà, the antivirus. Ẹ máa fi SEO viral lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ẹ̀kọ́ dáadáa antivirus tó fẹ́ bá wa neutralize virus tí ó wà nílẹ̀ Yorùbá. Tẹ́ ẹ bá tẹ̀ fi máa lo Fúlàní, virus ni wọ́n, antivirus la máa fi clear. In tó bá dẹ̀ wọ́n wá la lè lò láti fi clear because ojoojúmọ́ la máa ṣe upgrade. Àwọn upgrade kan dẹ̀ wà irú ìtàn ṣe ní tó fi di pé spark ṣẹlẹ̀. It is invisible. Ó fẹ́ kí n jáde kí n sọ fún ẹ pé bó ṣe ṣẹlẹ̀ lélẹ̀ nílé Òkè Ògùn. No, it is invisible because kò sẹ́ni tó ń rí virus sójú. No, wọ́n rí virus but kò sẹ́ni tó máa gbọ́dọ̀ rí antivirus yẹn. Akọ̀ máa ó yẹ yín bẹ́ẹ̀. Thank you so much. Good night from here. My name is OLAYOMI KOIKI and I hope we've learned one or two things. We've learned a lot. We will continue to learn. We've talked about Microsoft. We'll talk about everybody. But like I said, don't be distracted. There is so much happening and we must not be distracted. Let us remain focused. Kò sí bí kò ṣe